Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Civilization 6. Coming at you with some brand new Civilization 6 content. That's right, it's brand new Civilization. It's Basil II of the Byzantine Empire. It is brand new content day in Civilization 6 world, and I hope you guys are super excited for it. Let's take a look at what he does and how he does it, and then we'll jump onto that crazy looking map you just saw, and we'll make some plans. Basil does things. I'm not even going to try to say that word. Porfa something. I don't know. Heavy and light cavalry units do full damage against cities following the same religion as Byzantium and gain the Tagma unique unit when the Divine Right Civic is discovered. So let's talk about the Tagma unit in a moment. But for now, let's take a look at this first ability. Pretty interesting stuff. Creates a nice synergy between religion and domination. Really fun aspect here. And what it does is basically, it used to be that cavalry units actually did damage to the walls when you used a battering ram, but they took that out. And it also worked for the siege towers. Now this essentially gives you siege tower ability with Byzantium when it comes to cavalry units, which is very interesting. These are magical horses that the Byzantiums have. And they can climb up over the walls and destroy the city. It's pretty cool stuff. No, seriously though, it's a very good ability. So spreading your religion is going to be a cool thing, and there's some unique synergies there in their taxis ability as a civilization, which gives them +3 combat strength or religious strength for each holy city that is converted to Byzantium's religion, including Byzantium's holy city itself. So that means right out of the gate, as long as you got your own city at the very least, that's +3 combat strength and +3 religious strength to all your units and religious units, respectively, which is a pretty cool ability right out of the gate. And then if you can get some other civilizations, holy cities, switched over to yours, then of course you're going to have even more. So there you go. Lots of combat strength for you. Now, after that, you've got Byzantium's religion is spread to nearby cities when an enemy civilization or city-state unit is defeated. So, in addition to that combat strength, when you're defeating units, you are spreading your religion as well. So it's really great synergies towards your religious units and your military units working together, if you will. And also great profit points from cities with the holy site. So basically, you build a holy site, you get the one from that and one in the city automatically as a freebie. So it makes it easier to get a religion going early on, which is nice on deity, especially because sometimes it can be a little bit of a struggle. Not necessarily hard to get a great profit, but you got to commit so much. So this makes it so you can commit a little bit less and still probably get away with it. Now, onto the Tagma unit. Basil's unique medieval era unit that replaces the knight land units within one tile of the Tagma receive +4 combat strength or religious strength. So religious units get a bonus from this guy as well. So again, more synergy towards that whole domination religion kind of thing. And it'd be interesting. A lot of min-maxing. Could be a lot of tile move or a lot of unit movement and unit micromanaging and stuff like that. So if this is the kind of stuff you like, this is going to be the series for you. It's going to be the civ for you to play. So that's cool stuff. Now the Dromon is the unique unit for the civilization itself, and it's a Byzantine unique classic unit that replaces the Quadrim that has additional range and receives +10 combat strength against units. That is a pretty strong unit right there. If you like your naval combat, then this is a guy that you're going to want to get going early on to go wreck some civs. You get that extra bonus range, which is nice, and then that +10 combat strength. That includes against land units as well. So that's really powerful stuff if you get a chance to use it. And then finally, the Hippodrome, a district unique to Byzantium, and it replaces the entertainment complex and provides 3 amenities. Not 1, not 2, but 3 amenities. And is cheaper to build, of course, half price, as most, or I guess all, unique districts are. So +3 amenities is a really cool ability. Obviously, when you're a military game, you're making people unhappy. It'll help you keep people happy from against the war wariness. So that'll be helpful, and certainly a nice bonus. And the biggie thing here is that when the Hippodrome and its buildings in this district are constructed, you receive a heavy cavalry unit for free. And the free unit does not require resources when created or to maintain. So it's still going to be costing you the gold to maintain it, but you get the unit for free. you don't have to maintain it with the resources. So for instance, let's say you didn't have iron and it wanted to give you your free special knight there, the Tagma. If you don't have iron, you'd be like, okay, well, we can't manage this. So you don't have to have the iron on hand to get the free unit. You got to pay the maintenance on it for gold, but it's resource wise, it's fine. It's fine. You're good. So the free unit does not use up the resources. So a very interesting civ. Lots of cool synergies as far as religion and domination are concerned. So if you like that micromanagement, like I said, they're great for you. What's going to be interesting with these guys is that they're kind of all over the place as far as what do you do? Like, you got to build the holy site if you want to get the district. A great prophet. And you probably want to build multiple ones if you want to have some level of faith generation in order to spread your religion and coincide with your military game. But on the military side, it's like, okay, well, we need to build encampments to get a great general, or two, or a few. But then it's like, okay, well, we got to get some science going to push our science up so that we don't get left behind in the as far as the tech race goes. And then you got to get culture because your unique unit's halfway through the culture tree, and you got to get gold to pay for all the units, and it just keeps stacking up. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? How are we going to build this? What are we going to do? So we're going to try to get a number of cities going, because in addition to all of that discussion about what to do and when, you still got your entertainment complex, which is a half price special district you're going to want to build because it gives you free units. So we're going to be jumping all over the place. Wood, thank you very much. Coming back with tier 1 for a second month. Thank you very much for that. Don't forget, guys. Right now I'm streaming live on Twitch, so the occasional interruption, but you like it anyway. So thank you, Wood, for that. I appreciate it. So these guys are going to be very interesting civ. We're just going to play super chill, not worry too much about min-maxing. So let's take a look at our start. It is interesting, to say the least. It is an interesting start. We debated it. I was talking to chat. I'm like, we can't settle here. Because, I mean, there's simply, you got to settle one of these two spots or even further. The 3-3 tile is the secret. Without the 3-3 tile, this doesn't work. With the 3-3 tile, we have a shot. Because, I mean, how do you get past pop 3, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go exploring. And as we can see over here, we do have a spot for some farms, including a nice wheat tile here. So that'd be a 3-1. And so that we at least have starting to get some more food going, because, I mean, once you get to pop, like, I mean, even if you get a 3-3 in a 2-2 city center and you work this 1-3, that's great for pop 2. But at pop 3, you're working 1-2 tile after 1-2 tile. Maybe you get the 1-4 tile going. But again, when they all start with 1, it's rough. So what we want to do is find a spot to set. So I'm thinking we move to here and see what we've got going on there. It'll be a turn 3 settle. But I think we got to get closer to the 3 food tile here once we farm that up and give ourselves some better options, okay? Now, as far as this warrior goes, heading to the pass isn't a bad idea. There's a flat tile there. Oops, sorry, wrong one. So the river goes this way. I'm not sure what's there. Let's head over here. So we got a river here that wraps through, and more plains hills. Unbelievable. And we'll just take a quick tour around here. Maybe we'll just try to wrap around the mountains, see what we got for mountains. Is that a mountain range? Is that going to be a mountain range there? Maybe. The other thing is, I guess we get adjacencies on our holy site probably from our government plaza, maybe. I don't even know. Seb, it's up. It is up. I don't know. It's been up. What? Okay, it doesn't make sense to build their downplay. Sieges. Getting sieged. Kind of wish the hippodrome gave culture over more amenities. It'd be a nice little idea. Give something like, I mean, the amenities can be very valuable in a military game. I think that's what they were kind of going for, because you're going to be pissing everybody off by flipping their cities and killing their cities and stuff like that, right? So, Oh, I never noticed that before. The advisor actually tells you why it's suggesting it. Regional yield, inner ring yield, new resources, nearest city, and resources negative. Oh, okay, there you go. So we're moving over here. We got more food. We even got an orange down here. So in the third ring, we've got 3-2, 3-1. We got some serious food going on in addition to this 3-3. So that gives us a little bit more love and still tons of production. No worries. We moved away from the 1-4. Everyone's going to be sad. But we're going to be fine. We moved towards a 1-3 here. We still have 1-3s in play as well. There's tons and tons of production. Don't worry about it. This 1-4 could easily be used on this river down below here. Let's take a look. More plains. We've got some coastal land going on here. Alright, so the coast is heading down this way. So a city down in here. Still not a single grasslands tile to speak of. Holy cow. Insane. Once you start conquering... yes, you would, Seb, but yeah. That's true, but how much is that going to help? It doesn't, like, everybody, I make this point about the Civ and deciding what to do and which to build, and then everybody wants to negate the point I'm making as if they can. Yes, when you start taking other Civs, you'll start to get some of their districts, but it doesn't change the issue. In my opinion, I don't see how it does anyway. So we have 5 turns on a builder, 5 turns on a scout. Away we go. We're going to be growing. We have a goody hut here that we can grab the scout. Getting to the 3-3-2 tile is going to be a nice one. Getting to this, we'll see what's going on here. Oh, looks like we're in the tundra, so we're going to be Guardians of the South apparently. Do we find where the horses are? I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's going to be horses on one of these 4 tiles. Hopefully on one of these 2, or on both. So we can have our farming triangle here. Would be ideal. But I'm going to guess that there's horses on one of those tiles. That's my guess. Alright, so a city here-ish. Hopefully there's some sort of food to go with this, or else it's going to be... All 4 are horses? Say it is so. I will be absolutely elated. We won't need much in the way of farming triangles if we've got 4 horse tiles in the first 2 rings. Alright, so we got some flat land. Oh, that's nice too. So this is a nice little triangle. If we settled that. Settle the hill triangle by the 1-4. Grab some hills here, some farming. Definitely not going to have too much trouble finding places to put farms, that's for sure. Let's cross over the river. Got a lake here. So you could potentially have another settle over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start to get an idea there. I did notice that, Doom. That's interesting. Makes pastures a little bit more intriguing. We have ourselves a barbarian hut, and it's on flat land. I think we should go over there and give him a little smack in the mouth. What do you think? Wow. Aggressive. So that does 2 things for us. Let's go see what we got. Builder? Another recon unit. I think they might have broke recon units again. For a while after the last update, it seemed like you got a recon unit in every other goody hut. And I was playing a previous start with these guys that turned out to be a disaster. And we went 2 for 2. 2 goody huts, 2 scouts. I think they broke them again. We're going to go north. Ooh, more oranges. The river, 1, 2, 3. This river's kind of been negated by this city, unfortunately. But we could settle here, potentially. Or, like, in here somewhere. And then settle there somewhere. You haven't got any... Maybe I'm just that lucky. Let's jump right into a settler. What the second? I think the second city. I don't even know where. Lots of oranges here. So it got all flat over here, and now there's like not a lot of production. Well, I guess there's 2 hills there. Maybe there's more. Got lots of oranges there. Interesting. It's moved up a very tiny bit. Moved over to tech instead of civic. Also make stirrups not of dead tech for the civ. Good point, yeah. No, the Tagma doesn't come with stirrups. Tagma is in the Divine Right. So what that did for us is 2 things, by the way. I was going to say that. He attacked us for some reason. I don't know why. And so it gave us a big advantage early because he lost a lot more than we did. He got damaged much more than we did, obviously. But the big thing is that it gave up his fortification. Maybe they just popped this, and so he didn't have any fortification. That's why he attacked. But him giving up his fortification means he didn't get the defensive bonuses for fortification, so we got a much bigger second hit as well. He'll be dead next time he hits, or I hit. So a nice little bonus early on for him to do that. And so we just smash him in the mouth, and we're all done. 3 era score in the bag. We are ready for our promotion to heal up. It's going to be all good things. We're going to step up here. A little bit of a Petra city. And the rivers are plentiful as well. Very, very interesting. Okay. Now, what else do we got? Let's step on this hill. See what we've got. Pretty nice tiles over here. A settle here reaches a lot of good tiles there and some food here. Not terrible. You kind of gotta settle it, right? Or either that, or you could settle in here and maybe there's fresh water for a settle over here. Things are opening up a little bit though, not too bad. My Southern Tundra didn't pan out, and it is the saddest timeline. Yeah, I know. Yes, I know you were praying for a desert tile down here so I could build Petra for the 3 hyped Petra tile. Ooh, really nice tiles over in here. We're talking about some seriously nice land right now, folks. Let's hope it doesn't get all blown up on us. Let's see. I want to get to here probably. And then we can come across. Or do I go here and hope? Let's go here. Okay, so that wraps up in there. Coastal city, maybe. Coastal city, regular city, something like that. And then you settle here, maybe coastal, maybe there, maybe here, maybe here. Petra, what do you got? What do you got? You know what I could have done there? It wouldn't have mattered. I would have been full health anyway, but I could have stood and did that. But anyway, I wanted to get out of here. So I took a half a move. So there we go. That's when we get a builder, that's going to be some extra food. Of course, right now we're working a 3-3 and a 1-2. We do have the gold to buy a tile. So I could buy the 1-3 here, and then it potentially lead us to the 1-4. Or we could work towards this. We could work towards that. We could just grab that. I think we probably buy this one. Yeah, I think I like that. Should have done that a couple turns ago, actually, but yeah. It's 1 extra production. Saves us a turn on the settler, so we did it just in time anyway. Let's cross over here. Okay, so we got tons of mountains here. Looks like a bit of a mountain range. I saw this earlier through the fog, and I was like, I think that's a mountain range there, and it is going to get in the way of us doing some things. And if this is a mountain, it's going to be annoying because we could put a city there. Can't put one there. We put a city there. We could put a city there, and then over here. So yeah, we'll continue to explore and we'll find those things. There's another goody hut. Okay. KRX, how you doing, buddy? You still riding that high from all those Among Us vibes? I gotta say, I had a blast last night, and I can't wait for tomorrow. That was a lot of fun. Ooh, and that's a first meet. Dang. That is a first meet, so that means we've got some space here. Now, this also means we're a little crowded for a settle. 1, 2, 3. Oof. Yeah, we're probably going to have to settle down here for a Petra City, and then... we'll have to see what's going on in here for a settle. That's going to be tricky. A cat, of course, is kind of the equivalent for melee units doing full damage to city-state walls. So it's basically makes it so you don't need to have a battering ram. And then, of course, Byzantine has the ability where you don't have to build the siege tower in order to use cavalry. So, kind of similar thing. We could potentially kill them. They have a pretty good city going on right there. As far as location's concerned, some pretty good tiles in the range. We could potentially do that. Now, for now, it's great because it's a bonus production towards building units, which is pretty good too. So. Dude, I had so much fun despite massive technical issues. Yeah, the major issue with connectivity was annoying, absolutely. But once we got going again, it was good again. And I wish we could have found more people because I could have gone for a couple more hours easy. Like, it was an absolute blast. We just got horses. Okay, so I was right. We did have there's only one. There was not all four, like Kinsho said. But we did get a horse, which is going to be good for another food tile. And certainly a tile that we could consider expanding to here soon. So that is good news. We also got horses in the hut, which is... we got some spices over here. We also got a first meet on Singapore. Another relatively innocuous, if you will... city-state, but it was a first meet, so it'll help a little bit. And yeah, I'm thinking there's a we just found this here. I'm thinking a settle right there isn't a bad idea. It picks up the 3-2, and we could get, depending on where the chops are, we could potentially get a couple of chops going and build a Petra in there. Would not be the worst. So not bad at all. Pretty sure you saw KRX stabbing Boondoggy in navigation. You may have. We were doing some stabbies. Norm's on a solo continent confirmed. It's possible. Wood, you missed Among Us, Wood. It was last night, but we're doing it again tomorrow. I'm going to be doing my usual... Ooh, interesting. If that is not a mountain, that's going to be a fantastic settle. I'm going to be doing my usual Assassin's Creed Friday night, but I'm going to start early, probably end a little early, maybe around between 6 and 7. We'll see how the night's going. And then hopefully a spot will open up for me in a game with KRX, and we'll get back to Among Us. And we'll pull an all-nighter, a Friday night, all-night extravaganza of Among Us action. It's gonna be rocking. I'm actually gonna go there because I wouldn't mind being able to improve the spaces. Big Daddy, like I said, you get it organized. I'd love it. I would love it more than anything, Big Daddy. I would love it more than anything. Getting this gang organized to do such things is not the easiest in the world. I'll assure you of that. Boom and boom. I can hit. Oh, that's a marsh, so I can't hit next turn or 2 turns from now. They're probably going to kill that before I get there. Damn it. I could potentially snipe. We'll see. That's fine. Alright, so there we go. We're starting to get settled in with some locations for cities. We love this. You settle this, you buy to the 3-2. It's a little bit hurting for food as well. I was thinking that this was in the second ring, but this is in the third ring. But there are some 2-2s as well. Oh, one, yeah. Yeah, there's enough food for it. And then you'd have to settle a little bit further down here. Settle the coast. A couple horses here helps this city a lot. Like, a lot. That's a settle there. Settle up in here somewhere and then settle up the river maybe. These guys are annoying. Is there a city on this river here that we could potentially do? Where do we do it here? Get some chops. I don't know. I originally wanted to do it with my community too, but it was so hard to get people who were interested. Yeah, exactly, KRX. Like I've got about 10 or 12 people who were in my Discord and immediately like, yeah, let's try, let's do it. But it's so much harder to actually get people to commit and show up and like stay around for more than 5 minutes at a time when it actually comes down to it. So I mean, I've told the community, I don't, even if it's like on a Saturday and I'm not even streaming, we could just get some people together and do it. And if you know, we potentially KRX, yeah, they took that down. Shoot. Potentially, what we could even do KRX is if we could, you know, even mix our communities together, and you know, if you've got 4 or 5 people, I've got 4 or 5 people, and still give us a chance to play with our peeps. So we could potentially do that as well. It's another good hit. Yeah, it'd be good, right? Because I want to play with these guys, and like I said, it's almost like you were saying. Like last night, you had like 12 or 14 people that maybe said yes, 11 or 12 were committed. Next thing you know, there's 7 of us or 8 of us, and we're like, where everybody at? And it's just people have got high intentions and then have less success at actually getting done what you'd like them to do. I don't have any consoles, so I can only watch. I would like to play, but I'm old and not inclined to remember what to do. Remembering what to do. I'll tell you right now, and everybody on YouTube watching this game is like, what are you guys talking about? We're talking about Among Us, which is a really fun game. Before last night, I never played, and I was really nervous about, oh my god, how am I going to remember the map and what to do, and how am I going to communicate where I was, and how do these people remember all these things? But at the end of the day, honestly, I felt pretty comfortable. Like you have the map up, and it becomes natural fairly quickly. I found much more than you would think. So we're looking at Coastal City here, city down in here. I don't know what a second good city is. There's some chops here. If I settled this, it's a Petra City, but I'm not settling a Petra City as number 2. This is, if I buy the 3-2, not bad. And I like that it's got a pretty solid holy site right out of the gate. Speaking of which, we haven't found a natural wonder, and I do need to get this. I'd like to get pottery, but maybe we just switch. Because if we don't find a natural wonder, then it's still a good grind to get to it. I think I settle this. We buy the 3-2 tile. We get a builder. Oh, I have to get mining to chop this, though. Could put the holy site there as well with a commercial hub. I don't know. I don't know. Where's my second city gonna be? I don't know where my second city is. This is a pretty good city, to be honest with you. It's got a couple of horses. It's got some food. And it's got the 1-4. But I kind of want to settle away from the coast. because I want to settle in the direction of where a potential civ could be, right? And this guy's totally in the way. 1, 2, 3. I can't settle anything in this pocket here. Can't settle that because it's too close. This is the closest I can settle. I could settle there, lose the chop, get closer to some 2-2s. That's an idea. I hate settling on a chop, but if I settled here, I could put the holy site there, which is only 2, I guess, though. Shoot, I was thinking it was a 3. But if I settled this, it would get me closer to more 2-2s and the 2-1 and more stuff up here. I think the orange is a settle. Maybe I move in the direction of that orange. God, this is going to be a long trek. Oh my god, it's nothing but hills. I don't know what to do. I could settle here, put the holy site there, and eventually, or whatever, holy site can go on either one of those. I don't know. It's on PC, on mobile. You know, I agree with that. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch, but it is a blast to play. Whew. It's tricky, man. I don't know. Code of Laws. It's a slow. It's weird, slow start. We're gonna have to figure this out. Double experience is perfect. I'm about to pick up a goodie hat. God King. We got no faith going on, so let's do that. Envoy and a barbarian. Head down that way. I'm gonna come through this pass. I think the orange could be a settle. There's also some desert going on over there. But the orange is food in the city center. Oh man, lack of food though. Even if you work that, it's 2 food. That is a rough... I'm gonna have to figure this out. Holy cow, man. Growth. I wouldn't say that, Hindu. It's the weird thing about it is no food. Is the weird thing about it. There's nothing wrong with it as far as the. It's just there's no food. It's just a tricky start. I agree. The wonder starts are strong comparatively, but a lot of the wonder starts aren't actually all that different. I mean, even the one I did this week, all it was a science and culture on 6 tiles. It's not that spectacular. Holy cow, we gotta get... Population, dude. Holy cow. There's like no grassland. Have we even seen a grassland tile yet? I guess over here, yeah. That's it. Did these guys move off? Oh, they settled in orange, did they? Is that what they did? Sorry. Why is... Oh, it's a spice. They settled on a spice. I think they moved off of the fresh water to sell a spice. Epic. I think I gotta settle this city, because at least I know there's food. This is a second city this far away that has no food is like... No, that's a Petra city. That is a Petra city. Settle the orange. We just need a flat desert tile within range of the orange, which I don't think we have. Not a single one. Oh, please tell me that's a flat desert tile. Please, Kinsho, for the love of God, tell me that's a flat desert tile. Oh no! Oh no! Scouty McScouterson's gonna kill me. Gotta get away with it one more time. Flat desert tile, and it's even got a goody head on it. Let's go! Of course, this city becomes whatever now, if we're not going to put a Petra on it. I mean, this is a, what, 5 hills? This has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This friggin' warrior is going to follow me to the end of the earth right now. Boost to irrigation. Thanks, game. Just what I always wanted. I wasn't going to get that in 5 turns for free. Not finding a... Not finding a natural wonder is stinking up the joint. I'll tell you that. Whew. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's a warrior right here. And it's... Actually, I have a promotion, right? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to step up here. Okay, we're clear. Okay, good. I'm going to take the hill promotion. And then I can skip through here. I was going to say, if I step up here, he hits me, I take the promotion for hills, and then I get around him. But we didn't even need to do that. We're going like this. This guy's going to kill me. Oh my god, it's going to be amazing. Oh no. That looks pretty sick. That looks pretty sick, Doomed. Are you kidding me, game? Oh, okay. Matthias is in the game. He's strong. Standing right there, okay. 1, 2, 3. So a settle right there. Right? Is fine. Or potentially even on the wheat. Yeah, I think on the wheat. Because it brings you closer to the really good tiles up here. That could be my next settle, to be honest with you. Yeah, these are really far away, but you could put districts in the desert a little bit there. For this city, anyway. Potentially, I don't know. I think I like the wheat settle better, though. Because there's not a lot of hills. There's good tiles up here we're moving closer to, and then because of all this garbage, we get a hill to keep there. So we have a couple 2-2s. Okay. I don't know. I think the settle's still here. I don't want to lose the chop. Okay. This is gonna be a problem. This guy's gonna get back here. This guy's gonna be spitting units out here any second now. It's going to be a really, really big problem. In Gazur Gamu, not a first meet. Be hard to imagine worse city-states to meet than these ones. We do have an envoy, but we're not going to waste it on those guys. There, sorry. Okay. Got a builder coming. We got some tiles to improve. I mean, this is an absolute struggle for great profit. Because it's just, I mean, there's no science. No natural wonder, despite a fair amount of... You've got... This is where you're going to stand, guys. Right there, on those two spots. There's some gold. I'll go ahead and buy a slinger before we die. Well, we still haven't found another continent yet either. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Mutiny.
Me be here long time.
Me be here long time. Yep, here comes the horsey units. This is gonna be bananas, folks. Holy cow. Thank you, Mooney, for 35 months. That's almost 3 years, if my math is correct. Yeah, we're about to be pop 3 anyway, then we'll work the 2-2. In fact, I probably... Yeah, that's fine. I probably switched to the 3 food tiles, to be honest with you, next turn at pop 3. There we go. Pop 4 in a reasonable amount of time. Could use the experience. This is going to get seriously interesting. I need to get a tech done. Antonin and Arrivo, not a first meet. Who's meeting these guys? Unmet player. Of course, I get first meets on Akkad in Singapore, and then Antonin and Arrivo sitting up there. That we need culture desperately. I'm gonna go ahead and give that to Antonin and Arrivo right now for the culture. Oh me, oh my oh. You gotta back out of there. I'm gonna end up losing this city if they start hitting me. It's too many turns to a slinger, there's not much point. I gotta spit them out of here. Holy cow, this is a weird game. That promotion. I was hoping to get through there, maybe. Oh! Dang! It's Gaul in the house. Speaking of new civilizations. Durakor Taron. Alrighty. Nice to meet you, buddy. Kirsty, is there a reason you bought the slinger instead of Taiwan of the encampment? I could buy that. It just I don't like to buy the encampment because then you don't get the era score for clearing it. We're the wrong Rome, Gaul. Go away. Yeah. Yeah, because then you don't get the era score for clearing it. I could buy the tile right now. If things go crazy, I could buy the tile. How much is it? I can 50 gold. In 5 turns I could do it. I could buy that. It's a good point, but I don't like buying the tile because throwing 3 era score out the door is kind of annoying. Mind you, it's a bit slow. We're probably looking at a Dark Age anyway. We could settle down and work on a Dark Age. Is a possibility. Xeno, it's going pretty good. Two turns I can build the holy site. God, this is insane. I am going to struggle to get a great profit. I am going to be struggling to get a great profit. Big time. Holy cow. Ah. You wonder if the goodie hat change applies to encampments? Oh, if you buy a tile that has a goodie hat, you get the credit for it? Is that, did they make that change? I didn't see that. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. No, I'm staying on that because I don't think it's going to be done when I get the boost. I need to mine this next turn. I don't have mining. I'm gonna have to build a farm next turn because I have to get a tile. I have to switch out my my thing. All right, I'm gonna call it there. That's almost 50 minutes. That's gonna be episode 1 in the books. Thank you very much for joining me. This is getting dramatic. I'm gonna probably have to buy that out before they kill me. That might lose the city anyway. It might be just trash the whole thing. I'm off my game today, clearly. I'm going to talk to you next time. Thank you very much, YouTube. Do not forget to hit that like button if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.